Missing since 1999, family still waiting. The phone rang at 2:17 a.m., cutting through the silence of the old house. It was the kind of sound that instantly fills your chest with fear. When Maria Carter answered, she expected to hear her daughter's voice. Instead, there was only silence, followed by a strange clicking noise. She said her daughter's name again and again, but the line went dead. That was the last time anyone ever heard from Emily Carter. Subtitle: The Last Call That Changed Everything. Emily Carter was 24 years old in the summer of 1999. She lived in a small town known for quiet streets, friendly neighbors, and the kind of calm that made people feel safe. Emily worked at a local diner during the day and took night classes at a nearby community college. She had dreams of becoming a nurse. She was responsible, kind, and close to her family. On the evening of August 12th, 1999, Emily left her parents' house around 8:30 p.m. She told her mother she would be home late because she planned to study with a friend after class. She hugged her father, grabbed her bag, and walked out the door. Nothing about that night felt unusual. Subtitle: A Normal Goodbye. Emily attended her class as usual. Several students later confirmed they saw her there. The class ended around 9:45 p.m. After that, things became unclear. Her friend claimed Emily never showed up to study. Another student thought she saw Emily walking toward the parking lot alone. No one could say for sure. At 11:03 p.m., Emily used a payphone outside a closed grocery store. Phone records later showed she called her home. The call lasted only 9 seconds. No voice, no message, just silence. Then the line disconnected. That call would become one of the biggest mysteries in the case. Subtitle: 9 Seconds of Silence. When Emily didn't come home that night, her parents were worried but not panicked. She had stayed out late before. They assumed her car broke down or she stayed with a friend. But by morning, there was still no sign of her. Her car was missing. Her phone was off. By noon, the family contacted the police. Officers initially treated the case as a voluntary absence. Emily was an adult. There were no signs of forced entry or struggle at home. The family was told to wait. Those first hours were lost forever. Subtitle: The Hours That Can Never Be Recovered. 2 days later, Emily's car was found parked near a wooded area on the edge of town. The doors were locked. Her purse was inside. So were her keys. The gas tank was half full. There was no damage to the car, no fingerprints that didn't belong to her. It looked as if she had parked and simply walked away. This discovery changed everything. Police now believed something was wrong. Subtitle: A Car with No Answers. Search teams combed the woods for days. Dogs picked up Emily's scent near the tree line, then lost it completely. No clothing, no personal items, nothing. It was as if she vanished into thin air. As news spread, the town grew uneasy. Parents walked their children to school. Doors were locked earlier than usual. Everyone wondered the same thing. If this could happen to Emily, could it happen to anyone? Subtitle: Fear Spreads Quietly. Investigators began looking at Emily's life more closely. They interviewed friends, coworkers, classmates, and neighbors. Most described her as careful and predictable. She didn't drink much, she didn't use drugs, she wasn't involved in dangerous relationships, but one detail stood out. Emily had recently started receiving strange notes at work. Short messages written on napkins, no name, no threats, just odd sentences like, "I see you," and "We should talk." She had told one coworker about them but laughed it off. Subtitle: Messages that were ignored. Police tried to trace the notes, but the diner was busy, and no one remembered who might have left them. Security cameras were outdated and useless. Another lead disappeared. Weeks turned into months. Tips came in, but none led anywhere solid. One person claimed to have seen Emily at a bus station in another state. Another said she matched the description of a woman seen hitchhiking on a highway. Every lead ended the same way. Dead ends. Subtitle: Hope Followed by Silence. Emily's family refused to give up. Her mother organized searches. Her father put up flyers in nearby towns. Her younger brother checked online forums and message boards, hoping someone, somewhere, had seen her. Every holiday passed with an empty chair at the table. In 2001, police received a tip that reopened the case. A man claimed he overheard a conversation at a bar the night Emily disappeared. Two men were arguing. One said she wasn't supposed to call anyone. The tip sounded promising, but by the time police followed up, the bar was closed and no one remembered the men. Subtitle: A chilling sentence. Years passed. Technology improved. The case was reviewed again in 2008. Phone records were re-examined. The mysterious 9-second call became the focus. Investigators believed Emily may have been trying to call for help but was interrupted. Someone may have been with her at that moment, but without recordings or witnesses, it was only a theory. Subtitle: The Call That Haunts Everyone. In 2012, a hiker reported finding a necklace in the same wooded area where Emily's car was found. The necklace looked similar to one Emily owned. The family was hopeful. Tests were done. The necklace could not be conclusively linked to her. Once again, hope faded. Emily's parents aged as they waited. Her mother kept Emily's room exactly the same. Her father fixed the porch light every time it flickered, believing Emily might one day come home and need to see it. Subtitle: Waiting Becomes a Way of Life. In 2019, on the 20th anniversary of Emily's disappearance, police held a press conference. They admitted mistakes were made early on. They asked the public for fresh tips. They released details that had never been shared before, including the strange notes and the exact location of the payphone call. The response was overwhelming. New tips poured in. One stood out. Subtitle: A Voice from the Past. An anonymous caller claimed to have seen Emily the night she disappeared. He said she was arguing with a man near her car. The man was older, wearing a dark jacket. The caller said he was afraid to come forward before. Police tried to trace the call, but it was made from a prepaid phone. The caller was never identified. Still, this detail gave investigators a new direction. Subtitle: A Shadowy Figure. As of today, Emily Carter remains missing. No arrests have been made. No remains have been found. Her case is still open. Her family is still waiting. Every year on August 12th, a candle is lit in the window of the Carter home. It burns through the night, just in case. Subtitle: A Light That Never Goes Out. Some believe Emily met with foul play. Others think she may have been taken by someone she trusted. A few still hold on to the idea that she may be alive somewhere, unable or afraid to return. The truth remains hidden, and somewhere someone knows exactly what happened after that 9-second phone call. Subtitle: Someone Knows. As this story ends, another mystery begins. Because Emily Carter was not the only one to disappear in that town during the late 1990s. Another case, just 1 year later, shows haunting similarities, and that story is still waiting to be told.